This is a demonstration of addressable advertising using dynamic ad insertion. In it, broadcast ads are replaced with broadband delivered ones that are tailored or addressed to the individual households watching television. This is similar to AdSmart by Sky, but works on broadband connected smart televisions accessing free-to-view services, such as Freeview and FreeSat in the UK. This demonstration is based on BCi Digital's Ocelot addressable advertising platform and their Opportune ad decision service. For ads to be tailored to a household, we need to understand what kind of household it is. We need to know its demographic and lifestyle. Imagine it is a wet Wednesday evening in the UK and 3 households are sitting down to watch one of their favourite programmes, All Creatures Great and Small, a period drama about a rural vet's practice set in the 1940s. One of our households is a wealthy, childless retired couple living in a large Warwickshire village. The next is a family with school-aged children living in their own home on the outskirts of Leeds. The last is a young urban renter living in Blackheath in London. In order for you to see what all of these households are watching at the same time, we have composited together the recordings of their televisions into a single image. We also have a 4th reference video, which is of the unmodified broadcast. The reference is at the bottom right. Top left is our retired couple, top right our suburban family, and bottom left our urban renter. For the dynamically inserted ads, we have added a watermark in the top right-hand corner, which contains a coloured dot indicating which household the ad is applicable to. Blue for the retired couple, green for the suburban family, and red for the urban renter. If an ad is applicable to more than one demographic, multiple dots are shown. We join the show towards the end of the first segment. The lead character of All Creatures Great and Small, James Herriot, has just received a troubling phone call, a cliffhanger to lead us into the first ad break. As with most ad breaks, it will start with a sponsorship bumper. Once the sponsorship bumper is over, the ads will start, and we can see how each household's viewing experience differs. The first underlying ad is for the deodorant Shore. You can see that our suburban family and urban single have their ads replaced. Our suburban family have been shown an aspirational Millet ad aimed at young couples. Our urban single sees an ad for a mobile phone contract. The next ad is for Purcell. This is a universal ad and therefore all of our households can see it. Our next underlying ad is for McDonald's. The ad copy is aimed at families, which our younger family sees. Our older couple sees Stayshore travel insurance. Their demographic go on lots of holidays but rarely have fast food. Our renter is given a credit card ad aimed at younger individuals. Next up is Cif, a household cleaner. This is a general product, but the ad copy is aimed at younger people, such as our urban renter. The other households receive the more general Yorkshire Tea ad as a replacement. All Creatures Great and Small has universal appeal, and therefore the underlying ads can end up being general, such as Purcell and this PayPal ad. But they can also be aimed at specific viewing groups expected to be watching the programme. The next underlying ad will be for Saga Insurance. Both the ad copy and the product itself are only applicable to the retired couple. We therefore see alternatives for the other households. The suburban family sees a supermarket ad aimed at families, whereas the younger renter sees a beer ad. This is a good example of where addressability has very clear value due to the clear targeting of the underlying ad. You will see with the following ads in the break how each is replaced, where appropriate, by an ad more applicable to our households. The ads are picked based on the demographic and lifestyle segmentation of the household. For this demonstration, we have used Experian Mosaic segments. Experian is a global data and analytics company that helps businesses make informed decisions through consumer insight solutions. Experian Mosaic segments classify UK households into 18 groups and 68 types based on shared demographics and lifestyles, each with a unique name like Country Heritage and Greenfield Dreamers, and each with detailed consumer insights to support targeted engagement. Our retired couple fall into B5 Golden Age couples, our family are in G26 primary commuters, and our single renter is in I38 town centre tenants. We provide Experian with several signals so that they can map homes to one of their Mosaic segments. The signals that we provide can include the transmitter ID, the device IP address, and other identifiers. The broadcaster's ad sales house can then sell addressed ad spots using these segments. As we return to the main program, let me explain what you've been seeing in a bit more technical detail. The technology we are using is HbbTV, which stands for Hybrid Broadcast Broadband Television. It is a widely adopted international standard for adding HTML-based interactivity to televisions. With HbbTV, an application associated with a TV channel is downloaded onto the television and activated whenever that channel is being watched. The application listens for triggers in the broadcast signal that indicate the imminent start of an ad break. When the trigger is received, the application communicates with an online server, which first determines the demographic of the television household before deciding if any ads in the break are to be dynamically replaced. If there are any replacement ads, then the application replaces the entire break with a broadband stream. This broadband stream will include both replacement ads and mirrors of the underlying ads if no replacement is required. This is called whole break replacement. We replace the entire break due to takeoff and landing zones. With most TVs today, we cannot instantaneously switch between broadcast and broadband streams. It takes a handful of frames. You might have noticed for our 3 households, there was a moment of black just after the 5 logo at the start of the break and just before the logo at the end of the break. I suspect, unless you were looking carefully, you may not have noticed. This transition is okay at break level, but would have been a problem at spot level. The takeoff and landing zones are placed over the channel idents to ensure they have no impact on the ads themselves. As you will have seen, despite the transition zones, the broadband breaks remain closely synchronized with the broadcast. Break level replacement is possible because the Ocelot platform can rapidly and scalably stitch together an ad break from the underlying and replacement ads. The Ocelot platform is supported by the Opportune ad decision service, though it can be integrated with other ad decision services. As well as determining the most profitable ad to show, the Opportune ad decision service will ensure that any replacement ads respect the standard placement rules, such as capping, spacing, clash management, and regulatory rules. It will also ensure that the length of the replacement ad copy matches that of the underlying ad.